Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today, we have another at-large candidate. And today, we have Kathy Henderson. Welcome, Kathy. Kathy.
Welcome. Can you hear and see me?
Yes, I can hear and see you. Well, see you mostly, but I can hear you very well. I can hear you well. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And what about yourself?
I am doing well. I am doing well. Well, I want us to begin with you, just telling our viewers a little bit about yourself and why you're running this year.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to talk to your viewing audience. I've served in this city for 20 years as a very effective advisory neighborhood commissioner. I've been featured in People magazine, Essence magazine. I've won awards for the work that I've done from the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Chief of Police, and a number of organizations because I take the work of representing our citizens very seriously. As you know, back in 1973, the ANC's Advisory Neighborhood Commissioners were included in the district's Home Rule Charter as an opportunity for self-determination, and I certainly support statehood. So I've served very well. I've been able to move my community forward, and I'm buoyed by my neighbors and people throughout the city that are telling me, Kathy, you're a powerful voice for the community. We appreciate your leadership. We appreciate your voice, and we'd like to see you on the council. And I want to thank my good friend, Ann Renshaw, who is a former um, president of the Federation of Civic Associations. She's the one who actually said that I was a powerful voice for the community, which I accepted as a wonderful compliment. So I've done a lot of work in making sure that we are governed appropriately, that we have a good quality of life. And I'm ready to take that work to the council for all of the citizens in our great city.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now tell me, what have you learned thus far in this campaign process?
Well, the campaign process is always interesting. It's a grueling process, but it's one that is necessary to ensure participation. So I've learned that people are more open to a woman. I'm hearing overwhelmingly that people want a woman on the council, and they appear to want me, and they feel it's time. And I think I agree with them, and I certainly think it's time for a woman. I'm the right woman. I have the record, and I'm the only candidate that's running in this really large field, with the exception of the person who has served previously and who was, you know, not allowed to return. But except for that person who has served previously, I have participated diligently in addressing council hearings and the issues that affect us. So I'm ready on day one. I'm ready on day one. I don't need a learning curve. I'm ready on day one.
Good to know. Good
So,
to
and
know.
I've learned that it's always best to be prepared, to hit the ground running, and certainly I'm doing that, and I'm getting an excellent response, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to be with you today to share my views and my voice with the community.
That's great. I love to hear that. Now tell me, the events of this summer have been, quite a lot. It's an unprecedented year. So tell me, including the protests, the demonstrations, and of course the pandemic, how has that impacted you personally? And how has it, impacted your campaign?
Well, I tell you, I lost my mom to the virus on April 26th, and
So sorry to
I'm
hear that.
continuing to move forward. I know she'd be proud of me.
Hmm.
And as far as how I operate, I'm a hugger. I have really enjoyed the warmth and camaraderie of my neighbors and the voters. I'm a hugger. So instead of, hugging, everyone, we do more elbow bumps now, and we
Yeah,
wear a face mask, and we just have to really work with the situation at hand. It will pass. Coronaviruses have been around a long time, So this one is not going to be as deadly down the road as it is now. So we look forward to that brighter day. And with regard to what we've seen with the George Floyd incident, that is actually indicative of what we've dealt with, the struggles that America has to deal with, and America has to get right. But we need to stay focused. What I don't want district residents to do is certainly we are a part of that struggle. It's a global struggle, but we have to be clear about what is and what is not happening in the District of Columbia. We have a professionally trained police department. The Justice Department came in back in the early 2000s and worked with our under Chief Ramsey and worked with the police department, to implement some changes that really have professionalized our department. And I have really good relationships. My community, we have good relationships with the police that we've worked hard to attain. And one of the reasons why I'm in this race is that I want to see safety and good relationships, respectful policing, in every ward of this city. And I know that we can have that. Because when I first started out, people weren't too keen on the police. They were keen on me, but they said, no, Miss Henderson, don't tell me nothing about the police. But over the years, we've worked hard as a community, the leadership with the police, my leadership, and with our residents. And we've formed a relationship that I think resonates and I think serves as a leadership opportunity for other communities and for the nation. I mean, we regularly grill with the police. We have safety walks. We cook out. Chief Newsham has been over here many times. We have a good relationship with our commander. We know our officers. It's really a relationship that is necessary. When you ask people to put their lives on the line and every day to serve and protect you, you should know who they are. They should know who we are. And there should be an exchange that underscores our mutual humanity. We have that here. And I want to see that for every community in this city. And I want to see that for the nation so that we can put this unrest to bed.
All righty, got you. That's very, yeah. So tell me, this race, this race is a huge race that you're in right now. Really, it's giving you about 2 dozen people are running at this point, and I wanna get your opinion on, what do you think would be better in DC, if it would be instant runoff voting or ranked choice voting? If we had that in DC, do you think that could better handle, even like the at large candidacy, which has 25 people right now?
No, the system the way it is now, I see it, I think it's fine. Everyone, this is a democracy. Everyone has a right to run. I'm sure all of the other candidates, I know the majority of them, and they have a right to run. And I would not be daunted by the fact that there are 25 people in the race. But I am hopeful because there are 25 people in the race, and I've been a voice and a leader that citizens can count on and depend on to do the hard work and to represent citizens' interests effectively. I hope that they will choose me. So I think that the current system is fine. Certainly, we can always tweak the Board of Elections process to make it more seamless and to so that people can have the opportunity to run. But this is a democracy. And I like the idea of people thinking that they have something to offer and sharing that message with the voters. And at the end of the day, the voters are going to be asked to weigh that work record and to send the best qualified person to that seat. That seat belongs to us, and we have a right to say who we want in it. And I'm really, really excited about the opportunity to share, my case with the voters en masse. I've won a citywide election before as an at-large member of the Democratic State Committee, and I used that opportunity. It was a shock back then. This was back in 2000, and I used that opportunity to fervently promote democracy and to support and promote statehood. And I tell you, good citizens of the District of Columbia, if you put me there, no one will work harder. I will work very hard. And some of the other council members might be a little put off because I'm a hard worker. And I think that the voters deserve everything that you have. And public service, there's nothing more honorable than when people go into that ballot booth and they check that little box by your name because they're saying you are the person that I have faith in to represent my interest. And I can tell you, I take that so it just touches my heart. And I look forward to doing the work of the people and expanding that work on the council. I have a lot of ideas to improve our quality of life at the grassroots level. I've been really hardworking at the ANC level. I'm ready for the council now. I'm ready
Beautiful.
for the council. And if you
Wonderful.
put me there, you will be happy.
Tell me something, Kathy. There are two votes. There are two at-large seats there. Tell me which of your other at-large candidates will get your vote.
That's it. I voted for Mr. White. He is the Democrat. But we have two choices. There might be somebody, among the other candidates that you want to resurrect or you want to see going in addition to me. So I'm looking forward to making sure that that first vote is for me. And I'll leave it up to the citizens in terms of whom they want.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, Kathy, please allow people to know how they can learn more about you, how they can support your campaign, and how they can follow you and keep up with you.
Yes, thank you. Uh, Please feel free to go to my website, Kathy Henderson for dccouncil.com. It really is just an overview. There's a lot of work there, but it's an overview of the work that I've done, and it certainly informs the work that I will do if I'm elected. I take governance very seriously, and I've been hard at work over the last 20 years, and my community is a testament to that hard work. Initially, people, even other elected officials said, well, Kathy, why are you working so hard as an ANC? ANCs are not paid. It's elected. And advisory neighborhood commissioners, that position is near and dear to my heart because that elected body are the closest elected representatives to the citizens. And that is what informs good governance. And I'm also a humanitarian. I had to take philosophy. I didn't want to take how I approach public service. Ask us what is the greatest good for the greatest number of people. And that always, always informs my decisions. I have a wide umbrella, back deals, back little slick opportunities, for people who are connected. We all need to be connected. And we can be if you send the right person. And I can assure you that if you send me, everyone is going to benefit from the governance that I will help to continue and to enact. And I really appreciate that opportunity.
Of course, Kathy.
An
And
honor.
thank you so much. And thank you so much for also joining me today. And we also want to announce, of course, we here at Team Racing, we are doing our at-large forum coming up this month. Yes, we are finally in September. And so we're so happy that you will be there, Kathy, for our DC Council at-large 2020 candidate forum, moderated by Racing Pendarvis and yours truly. So thank you once again, Kathy, for joining us. It's been such a pleasure.
Oh, it's my pleasure. One more thing, if anyone wants to send me a campaign donation, please feel free to send it to my headquarters, 1807 L Street Northeast, 2002, or you can just reach out to me at 202-427-5775, and I'll make sure that you get a yard sign, and I'll be happy to come and pick up your donations that are either in check with your complete information. So this has been an absolute pleasure. You made my day with allowing me to share my views and my voice with the community and to give my um, reasons for wanting to be the next at-large council member. And I'm just really thankful. So thank you so much.
Right. Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you guys for watching. Bye, everyone.